Hello YouTube! It is Toy Adventures here again with another figure review. And today guys, we got an awesome review. You saw me cover this in a short long ago, and now we finally have it here. Today, we are taking a look at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex Ambush Pack. So, this is the set based off of the Mercedes-Benz from the Lost World, and I guess loosely the scene where the trailer gets knocked off the cliff. It does have that rainy background look. It has the Mercedes, it has Ian Malcolm, and it has the Bull Rex. So, a lot of really cool parts to this. And before I get into the actual review, I would like to remind you guys to please like, comment, and share the video. It helps us more than you can imagine. Really, that is the most helpful thing you could do for the channel. If you've been wanting to do something for the channel, all you guys have to do really is just comment and share the videos, leave a like, and that is, that means the world to us. It really does help us more than you guys know, and we really do appreciate it. So please, like the video, share, and just leave a comment letting me know what you think. That's all you gotta do. So, anyway, back onto the review itself. This is based off of, well, loosely, the scene where the T-Rexes knock the twin trailers off the cliff, where Eddie Carr is trying to pull them off of the, the cliff with just his Mercedes, which was a little, what's the word? Bit of lost hope, but he was trying anyway, and we all know how that ended for him. But this is a really cool set for multiple of reasons, and before we get into that, let's just take a look at the box. So here we have just a really nice looking box. It's not quite Legacy Collection, it's weird. They've gone with just this T-Rex here in the side. It says Legacy Collection with the amber color there. And for the main box here, you have this really nice rainy, kind of sideways rain on the back of the printed box with the jungle in there. This looks just like the scene I was talking about. You have the Mercedes, you have, funny enough, Ian Malcolm, which is a little strange. I wouldn't expect him to come with this set. I thought it would be for sure Eddie Carr, but I guess they wanted a big name character in there. I think it should have been Eddie Carr, just my opinion, because it was really his scene that we're talking about. Ian was in the hide or in the trailer, so he really shouldn't be with the Mercedes, but that is fine. It's still nice to get the Lost World version of Ian. Any Lost World characters I'm happy to get, and anything Lost World I'm happy to get, so this is just really nice. Now let's take a look at the back of the box. Side of the box is just more rain here, but if we take a look at the back of the box, you can see more of the features of this set. Yes, you actually get both versions of Mercedes. You just have to buy two of these and switch out the back. That way you have because there is the twin trailers, and then there's two different versions of the Mercedes in the Gatherer team with Eddie and Ian and Sarah. But this vehicle, you can take the back part off and make either version. So if you buy two of these, you already have your two Mercedes covered, and we're just waiting for Mattel to, make the trailer. But they are making one step closer to the full Gatherer team with this, and I love it. You get Ian Malcolm, the Mercedes-Benz ML320, and you get an attempt at the male T-Rex. Now, I say attempt because we'll take a look at it in a bit, but the dome opens in the back. The back is removable, and yeah, those are really the action gimmicks here. You just get a standard epic roaring T-Rex and a toy car and Ian Malcolm. So that's pretty much it. Nothing really here at the side. It says Legacy Collection here at the top. Pretty much more of the same. So that is really pretty much it for the box on this thing. Really pretty, very standard on the shelf. But that's all I have to say about it. Let's get this thing open. I can't wait. And here we have everything out of the box. A very nice box set that is going to run you up about $60. So do be ready. What is these things still on the bottom? Anyway, so in the box you do get Ian Malcolm, you get the Mercedes itself, and you get the Rex. Pretty simple stuff. Now first we're going to take a look at the Rex here. We are a dinosaur channel, and I want to save the more interesting Mercedes for last. So first, we're going to take a look at our attempt, or Mattel's second attempt, actually, at an official Bull Rex. We're not going to talk about that thing that's in the crowdfunding project that will never get funded. That just makes me mad to think about. So we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about this guy. And sculpt-wise, because that's the most important part when you're making a male Rex, because that's, you know, sculpt is what separates it from the female Rex. It's okay. They didn't really do too much with the neck here. The face sculpt, you can tell they went for something different, but it's not quite there. The eye right here, instead of being sunken in, almost feels a little pushed out. It's a very awkward eye, and they just didn't paint it very well. It just looks cross-eyed at all times. It just, I mean, that does not sit well. It should be looking forward, right? Same with this one. This one's a little more understandable because it kind of looks like he's looking into the window of the Mercedes. But I always can have an issue with these eyes because they never paint them facing the right way. And so when you get that profile shot, or that straight on shot, doesn't look good. But sculpting, that's also not too great on this one. It's kind of lackluster, but it makes it neat as just like a different T-Rex. Maybe this isn't the buck. It's just another bull, just another male T-Rex. And so it has different, you know, genes. So it looks a little different. That's how I see this thing. But as the bull or the buck from Lost World, no, this is not the buck. There's not even scarring on it. There's no real key factors or personality or characteristics that need to be on the buck to make it the buck. This is just a male T-Rex you get in this set. A random male T-Rex, probably a subadult from Sorna, because this is also a little too small to be the buck too. Which is neat. Like I said in the other T-Rex review we did recently, I love getting random Rexes. They don't have to be Rexy. In fact, I would prefer them not to be at this point because we've gotten so many, and we've gotten the Hammond collection, so Rexy's been perfected. Let's just do random T-Rexes. Give us Jurassic Park sculpts, but slightly modified to be unique. You know, that would be really cool. And that's kind of what I'm getting from here, but they didn't do it on purpose. You know what I mean? They meant to make this the buck, but it's just not the buck. Anyway, the paint scheme is extremely bare bones. Extremely bare bones. This is one of those dinosaurs that you can kind of tell, even though it's the bull T-Rex and it's a T-Rex, it was an afterthought. This was all about the Mercedes, and this T-Rex was just kind of packed in because they knew they were going to release a Hammond collection one. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The paint on this one is just really lackluster. It's just green. It's just all green. Oh, you have this much of, what is this? Dark brownish gray and some yellow. Oh, wow. You have a little bit of black right there on the eye. Oh, wow. No, it's all green. The paint on this thing is very lackluster. But it does have the action gimmick. So that is something, right? Not the opening tongue, though. This, I don't imagine being your favorite T-Rex, but if you don't have a T-Rex yet, this set is perfect then, because you get a T-Rex, you get a car, you get a human. So, you know, as a beginning, you know, if you never got a Jurassic Park toy before, this is a great one to buy. This is a great one to buy. You get a nice, cool camo car, you get a human to get eaten, and you get a dinosaur. But for us who have millions of T-Rexes at this point, this one is just a pack-in. I'm not too impressed. It's really lackluster. There's his little scan gimmick for those of you who do care. But yeah, if I was to give ratings for each individual piece, this Rex gets about a 5 out of 10. It is just, no. I'll bump it up to a 6 just because it has new sculpting on it. So they did put some work into it. So it's a 6 out of 10. The paint is terrible. Sculpting is not what it should be, but it is there. And it has its main color right, but that's it. So the Rex is lackluster. That's all I can say about it. The Rex is not what you're buying the set for. Let's take a look at the Mercedes. Now, the Mercedes is not as crazy high quality as we all figured it was going to be. Oh, wait. Am I eating my words right now? I think I might be. they might have changed something. Okay, so when I remember seeing the promo images for this thing, I completely was convinced by the way the pictures looked that this camo here on the doors and of course on the roof was going to be stickers. It's not stickers. This is all printed on. There is no stickers anywhere on this thing. No stickers, which is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. I was so convinced that these are going to be just put on stickers like the retro Legacy Collection stuff like that. The retro Ford Explorer, all of those decals are stickers. You can peel the entire decal of the car off. But not this one. It's printed on. So it's permanent. That is really cool. And I have to give this thing extra points just for that. I was about to kind of rail on this thing, but no, I'm not. This is great. This is great. Unfortunately, the lights are stickers up here, and mine are not really applied that well, but that's just a case-by-case basis. I can't really take points off of the whole toy for my stickers not being perfectly put on. If anything, I could just paint those if it really bothers me, or I could just put them on better myself. But anyway, back onto the car itself. You get these boarded up windows that do come off. They just kind of snap in there. So if you want to customize this thing a bit and maybe take off the armor plating, you can. Maybe if you wanted to smooth that out and actually add a real window. For those of you that like to customize, you can turn this thing back into a regular Mercedes. Wind roof. Nothing does there. Of course, this little thing pops open so you can have a human observing the dinosaurs from the safety of the Mercedes. I love little ideas like that. And really sad that we didn't get to see these things actually get used for their purpose in the movie. I would have really loved to see these things like scouting out on dinosaurs, doing some research missions, just to see these things function before they get blown up. Anyway, this whole back comes off to make the other version of the Mercedes. But of course, I like the more geared up version. So until I get a second, this is going to be my Mercedes. Does this part come off? No, the back does not come off. So, no painting on the symbol there, but that wouldn't be too hard for me to go in there. But still, it was sure to be painted in. It is the Mercedes logo itself. And wheels roll perfectly fine. They are not rubber, they are plastic. So, it's not that big of a deal. So, this is a fantastic toy. An absolutely fantastic toy. Not only do you get the front doors that open. Yes, the doors are kind of tough to open just because of the fact that there's no real place to grab them. No, the back doors do not open, sadly. But that is not really an issue because, first of all, there's no seating in the back. There's only 2 front seats. And once you pull this thing off, and then just fell to his doom. Once you pull that thing off, there's really no issue getting someone back there. There's just nowhere to sit. It's not really meant for people. This is a 2-seater car. Unless someone is back here and here. So I guess 3-seater, technically. You have 2 in the front, and then you have your observer, your scientist, researcher up here. So, very cool. Like I said, if you don't have any Jurassic World toys and you're just now getting into the line, this is such a fantastic set to buy right off the bat because it really sets you up for success. You get an awesome camoed, research dinosaur-proof type vehicle. You get a cool looking human and you get a T-Rex. So, you know, for any parents watching this makes an absolutely fantastic entry to the toy line. A Christmas present to get them started, or just a cool toy in general for those who love Jurassic Park, because this is kind of uniquely Jurassic Park, but I guess also for just dinosaur fans, this is dinosaur-y enough for just a non-Jurassic Park casual dinosaur fan. But Jurassic Park fans obviously are getting the most out of it. So this car itself, what would I rate this car? Well, it has seating for 2, 3, has customizability, no stickers in terms of decals, removable armor, like I said, customizability back here, and well, no working winch. That seems like a really big omission because the whole movie scene was based around that winch. Maybe we'll get another one, but I doubt it. You know, maybe we might get like a dino damage one for the extreme damage wave. Like the roof can rip off and whatnot. And it actually comes with Eddie Carr, and then you get a working winch. That would be really nice, Mattel. There's an idea for you. But I do think I do got to take points off for it not having a working winch, considering it was so important in the movie. So this thing is going to get an 8 out of 10. This is a fantastic, fantastic little guy. In fact, 8 out of 10 seems a little rough because it's so close to 6 out of 10. But you gotta understand, this is a very good 8 out of 10, and that is a very meh 6 out of 10, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I really like this thing, but it isn't perfect. It's not perfection, but it is greatness. That is what I can say about it. It's greatness, but not perfection. Still very much worth the money. Now we're going to take a look at Ian Malcolm. This is our Lost World interpretation of him. He's still got the leather jacket, but now he's got the brown shirt underneath with the green shirt. Iconic look from the Lost World. So I'm very happy to have this. It is kind of just another Ian Malcolm, but it is a new look for Ian Malcolm. That being said, I still want Nick Van Owen more. I want Eddie Carr more. You know, the characters we really haven't gotten yet. I would like Dieter, the whole Hunter team. I want them all. I want them all, Mattel. Articulation on this guy is standard for a non-Hammond collection. So there's no rotation at the wrists. There's no double jointed knees. But that's totally fine. The actual sculpting on this guy is great, actually, for a mainline figure. They did really well. Not quite perfectly Ian Malcolm. In fact, it doesn't look like Ian Malcolm really at all in terms of like facial structure. But I mean, if you were to like line up a characters from the movie in Mattel form, I know this is Ian Malcolm. I just also know that Mattel isn't that great with faces, so I can forgive that. Anyway, guys, that's really all there is to this set. You just get a basic T-Rex toy. You get a pretty neat vehicle with some cool gizmos and gadgets, but ultimately falls just a tiny bit flat from where it should based on the movie it's from. With these front stickers are kind of peeling off, these headlights, and no winch on the Mercedes, where its winch was part of the most impactful, intense scene in the movie. That has to be points taken off. As much as I adore this set, that's not good. That's points taken off. This, especially since the first Jurassic Park Jeep had a working winch, and the winch was never relevant in that movie except for on a completely different version of the Jeep that was Nedry's with the soft top. That one had a winch scene, but not the one we got. And that this doesn't have a working winch. It's just backwards. This should have a winch. The original Jeep shouldn't have. I love that the Jeep did. This one should just have one too. That's what I'm saying. Not that one shouldn't have it and one should. This one should have a winch. And that is mainly my complaint with it, because it was so absolutely relevant to the movie and the vehicle and the scene. So, overall, I'm going to give this set, again, an 8 out of 10. The Rex is lackluster. The vehicle is great, but not perfect. The human's just fine. The human is just fine. There's no issues with Ian. He's pretty par for the course. In fact, I'm actually quite impressed with him. So, a subpar T-Rex, a great vehicle, and a great human. That is what I would call an 8 out of 10 set. I highly recommend you guys get this. I highly recommend you guys get two, but that's $120 right there. So, maybe buy another one later. Or when they're all inevitably on clearance for like $10, $20. That would be the time to strike for multiples of these. Anyway, guys, that has been my review for this. Tomorrow, we're going to be taking a look at the Raptor containment set with Muldoon and the workers. I managed to find that one as well. So be excited for that one, because you know I am. And yeah, that's all I had to say about this set. 8 out of 10. Very happy I bought it. I hope they really do. I really hope they do more Lost World sets, because it is my favorite movie and I will buy all of them up. So thank you, Mattel, for this little gift. Thank you, all of you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. This has been Toy Adventures, and I will be signing out. Peace.